Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Ashley. If you are new here, I am a homeschooling mom to 7 kids. We will be entering 7th grade for my oldest next year and all the way down to 6 months. So I wanted to talk a little bit today about homeschool electives. So as I've mentioned before, my kids do a lot of extracurricular. They are at dance, they are at baseball, they are at taekwondo. They pretty much have all their extracurriculars covered. But I want to mix in some electives, if you will, for my kids that all my kids can do. But I wanted to go over a few things that I plan on incorporating into my homeschool for various ages. So the first being, although I say work out, but what they do is sometimes very strenuous as far as dance and taekwondo, and they do a lot. And so I don't necessarily want to call it PE, because I don't feel like that's not my goal as PE, because I know they do so much already. But I would like to incorporate some like relaxation, and we have the Beachbody on Demand, if you're familiar with that. And I know there are a lot of kids programs, and you can YouTube a lot of kids programs too. I once did, not that long ago, a yoga workout, I guess. And my kids, my older ones, really felt like it was relaxing. And so that kind of set off a light bulb, like, hey, why don't we do this at least a couple times a week, if not more than that? The videos are short, the exercises are short, just to kind of like regroup. Whether we do that in the morning or whether we do that at the end of the day or at the end of the school day, I would like to incorporate that. So I want to do something at home that can just kind of relax their minds. And I feel like maybe a yoga or a kids yoga or something like that. I'm going to look into it a little bit more, but I know that the Beachbody on Demand does have that. And I feel like that will benefit them a lot. I feel like that is something that can just helps. And they said, I feel a lot more relaxed. And sometimes that's what they need. So I plan on doing that. So I don't necessarily want to call it PE, but just some sort of relaxation, some sort of exercise sometime throughout the school day. Typing. We have started typing, and I always just fall off the bandwagon, and I just end up not going through with it. I am determined to do it this year. My kids go on the laptop and stuff like that, but as far as learning the proper techniques of typing, we have the Good and the Beautiful typing 1. So we are going to start right back on that. That will be for my 2 older kids, not necessarily for my first grader, obviously, or my kindergartner, but my 2 older ones going into 7th and going into 4th. So we are going to get back on that, and we are going to finish that darn book and move on. They have a few different levels. So I'm looking forward to that. And they always ask, and I just got off track. And again, it just happened. And this year I am determined to do it and to continue on until they finish all the typing books. So typing, I'm going to incorporate that. Art, I have a book, I believe it's by Evan Moore. I need to find it. And when I find it, I will actually link it, because I'm going to be looking for it. That we kind of started to do, and we stopped doing it. And this is another one of my things that I talked about in my goals video, being held accountable for doing these things that I want to do at the beginning of the year, and making sure that I write them down on paper in my planner and make sure that they get done, because otherwise they will not get done, or I'll forget about it. I have to schedule these things in. So art, there is an art book that I have that kind of just the basic art concepts. In public school, we did a thing called Masterpiece Art, where each time this is something I volunteered for, at my kids' school when they were in it, they would have a specific artist, and then they would do an art project or painting or whatnot on the kind of basics of that particular artist, what that particular artist was known for. So that would be kind of interesting. I would just need to kind of research that a little bit more. But I definitely want to get the basics of art down. I want them to know that. And I think they enjoy doing crafts. They enjoy doing art stuff. I think they would really enjoy it. So art, we're going to get back on these. Obviously, these things are not going to be done every single day. We're going to alternate them, throughout the week. But I feel like kind of incorporating these into things that they also should know, but make it fun at the same time. Health, I mentioned, is going to be something that they do. My older two will do. My younger ones, I need to look. I think I will be incorporating something health related into her curriculum. But I'm still kind of on the fence about what book I want to do. So health, it's, kind of considered a regular subject, but kind of considered an elective. I wouldn't necessarily do it every day, but it's something that I absolutely want them to learn. Just the basics of hygiene, of eating well, of exercise, things like that. So I'm going to consider that an elective just because I don't think it's not going to be something that I do every single day. And it might be more of an independent thing for my older kids based on what the subject matter is. Learning an instrument. So my second oldest has a keyboard and loves learning. She will YouTube songs and how to play them and learn them. I found an app, Simply Piano by Joytunes. I had to write it down because I haven't downloaded it yet, but I did find the app, and it will teach you. I've seen this on a number of other people that I follow, their Instagram or YouTube videos, and it will teach you how to play. You can be a beginner, you can be an expert. It'll teach you how to play and notes, and you don't have to know anything. So I am excited to do that. I think that I think there's a fee to it, a monthly fee, but we don't have a piano, and I don't have time to be carting kids to take piano lessons. And so this is an excellent alternative. I am all for things and electives that they can do at home, in the convenience of your own home, where you don't have to get up and take them somewhere in the middle of the day. So learning an instrument. I'm not sure about my older kiddo because pretty much the keyboard is all we have as far as instruments is concerned. So we'll see. I'm going to see how I like that. But I would like to incorporate that for her because she has really enjoyed her keyboard, and she's expressed interest in learning to play better and more things. And this is just a great alternative, I think. We have not gotten onto the bandwagon of ABC Mouse or Adventure Academy, but I'm going to do that this year. I think it is an awesome learning app that I've just kind of put off because we have a tablet that's not like great. We have a laptop, so I think it works on that also, and I believe it works on cell phones too. But I think the ABC Mouse goes up to 3rd, and Adventure Academy is for up to 13, I think. And I'm very excited about that because I feel like that those two apps, it's going to really help them, especially my younger kids, retain a lot of information when they have, fun characters and things like that in games that they can do, and they love playing on, laptop and things like that. So I think that's really going to help this year. Now, obviously, this is going to be like, hey, you have an hour or you have 30 minutes to play this. This can be also something that they can do while I'm working with the older kids. As long as they can do it on their own, or I can show them what to do, then it's something that I can use where they're still learning, but I don't have to be sitting right there with them. So ABC Mouse, Adventure Academy, I'm really looking forward to using those and incorporating that this year. Journal topics. So I started that the first year that I started homeschooling, and my older kids would do a journal topic. I had it written down every day, first thing of the day. And I kind of got away from that because it was taking a lot of time, but I would like to start that back up because I think it's important for them to kind of get their brain going early in the morning. And, you have a journal topic. This is not like a full page worth of writing, but half a page, a number of sentences, just something. And these are ranging all different kinds of questions. And I can do a video on that as well too, but all different topics. And I kind of would go with like the themes of the month too, like Christmas time. We would have Christmas theme related questions, just things to get their brain going. With that in mind, for my younger kids, I am going to do the draw right now. I've seen that a lot. I believe that goes from, it's either pre-K or kindergarten to third grade, I think, where they copy the words, and then they have a little space where they draw the picture. And for the younger kids, it'll show you how to draw the picture, and they will have a space where they can draw it and copy it. That I think is going to be fun for my younger kids. Again, these are things that maybe they wouldn't necessarily do every day. We might do it just a couple times a week, depending on what workload we have that day. So I'm going to have to kind of play around with the schedule a little bit and see what days work best. But I think that will be kind of in place of what the older kids are doing as far as a journal topic or writing assignments, that kind of thing. A couple other things that I wanted to do. I'm not positive how, but incorporating life skills that my kids should know by their ages. And we're talking about tying shoes. You should know, and by your certain age. Not enough emphasis is put on those things, I think. There's so much like bookwork that people try and focus on, and they forget about these life skills. As you get older, learning how to budget, random life skills, cooking, that was kind of on my list too. And that's kind of a hard one for me because I hate the messes, but I know it's something that they need to learn and they need to get used to doing on their own. Not that they will be cooking dinner on their own at 8 years old or something, but just learning those skills and at an early age so that they're familiar with it. So those are kind of the things that I'm going to incorporate as what I want to call electives into my homeschool, and I hope that those things can just kind of be sprinkled in, but I will be putting those down and writing it down on whatever days I decide to do it based on my schedule, because if I don't, like I said, it will not get done, and it will happen just like it did last year where I just forget, or I'm just like, I don't know. I don't even know. I have a kid, I have a baby, and I don't know. So let me know if you have any other homeschool elective ideas that you have liked, or any other apps that you have really liked for any of these things. Let me know. I will see you guys next time. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.